we are, Saffron and Sass, episode 2. I am so thrilled to be here today with my partner in crime as we talk about the gift of health this holiday time. So we're going to do a quick recap for all of you. I am Leslie Bonci.
I'm Jen Saffron.
She is the owner of
Sprezzatura.
And I am Active Eating Advice. And last time we talked about getting ready for Thanksgiving, and everybody's like, oh dear God, am I actually going to waddle like the turkey when I am finished eating the meal? And this is the time of friends and family and guilt. People have all of this guilt that they are carrying around about what they're eating.
I've had, even in the cafe, more people have come in and said, I'm sorry, I can't order dessert. I already ate dessert for a month, and now here we are in December, sweets, treats, salt, alcohol, all of it. So we want to talk about how you can make some things that are healthy and yummy and good and still fulfill your holiday expectations.
And here we are in the kitchen because, hello, we're talking about food. How can you not be in the kitchen to talk about food and really give people ideas, not necessarily what you take away. I think the focus should be what you add in to optimize your health this holiday season.
Yeah, so, there's no need to deny yourself, Yeah. So Leslie and I have kind of created a little array here for you to sample some things. We have a few thoughts about creating a holiday board that will impress your guests, taste great, look great, and make you feel great. So, a lot of times we think about what we're eating and how it tastes, but we don't think about how are we feeling afterward. Like, are we feeling healthy, invigorated, alive? Are we feeling hydrated? How are we feeling? And more often
are we comatose
on
the couch?
Are we like
comatose on
having
the couch.
indigestion? Yeah, we don't like that. So
we're going to start with citrus. This is my favorite, and like a moth to a flame, anything orange, it calls my name. Like, hello, and there we are. But one of the wonderful things about citrus this time of the year when people are overextended and busy, and the benefit of citrus because of the vitamin C. This is so critically important to keep us healthy, to support a healthy immune system, and talk about nature's aromatherapy. Okay, open up that orange, and you are just ready to roll. It just makes you feel awesome. It just makes you feel good. Look how gorgeous this is. Just seeing the citrus, and not just because it is eye appeal, but because it's health appeal as well. You may all know that when you have citrus, you're getting vitamin C. That's true. But you're also getting potassium, and all of this gorgeousness that's in the citrus itself. This provides the fiber. This provides the phytonutrients that really help to keep the body healthy.
Your immunity.
And it's easy, right? This is it. We got to support that immune system. Bring that up to the front, and this is a way to do it.
So we're just slicing up some navel orange, but I do want to point out that in this time of the season, there's a lot of really good-looking citrus. So you've got navel, but you've also got little clementines here that you can add to your board. Color, you can add a blood orange, which is like a dark, beautiful color. You can add a caracara, which is more pink. And so suddenly you're creating color. It's visually appealing, tastes great, good for you, like Leslie says.
We're sending the aroma right there through cyberspace to you because it's like yum, so delicious. And the other cool thing about citrus, always my X factor in recipes, and what do I know? I play around in the kitchen, is the utensil, the appliance that we use, and here it is, the zester, right? Oh my God, the zester. So what are we going to do with this zester?
Well, what we're going to do, we're making a citrus fennel salad, which is pretty traditional for winter, especially in southern parts of Italy. We are Italian Americans. We make Italian American food here at Sprezzatura, so we're going to show you something that we serve here in the cafe all winter long, which is a citrus fennel salad. You can add this citrus to arugula, for example, or a darker lettuce, delicious. You can put it on a bed, or I like it just the way it is. So here we've got this fennel. I've cut it in half, and here we've got the core. We're just going to take it right out. Now in our kitchen, Lorraine gets this and chews on it. Anybody can eat it, but you can put it in your stock. Just like you can save these rinds, put them in your seltzer water. So there's no reason to waste. And we're going to just slice very thinly. You want to eat some?
I'm going to have a little piece. Fennel has this wonderful anise taste to it. And sometimes we just get tired of lettuce, right? It's like, And so fennel brings the texture and the chew and the benefit that's there. And it's such a beautiful contrast with the citrus. I mean, 1, 2, you are done. Absolutely stunning.
So this is thinly sliced, and this is raw, but you can also cook fennel. You can roast it, you can, but it's kind of like Italy's answer to celery, right? So we're gonna put this right alongside our citrus, and then we're gonna take a look at some of the greenery. So the Fennel Greenery is awesome because it's a great little garni, right?
Greenery scenery, we always need this. It's just making it look beautiful.
It's
I
true.
appeal all the time.
So we're
All
gonna
the
put a
time.
little on here.
Look how
Now, here you've got a little awesome little salad you can give your guest. And what goes on top of this? Unusually, we're gonna put some pink peppercorn on top. You can use black, but in this salad, you're gonna be using pepper, a lot of it, and interestingly, extra virgin olive oil.
You wouldn't necessarily think olive oil with fruit or with raw vegetables, but one of the best things about olive oil, aside from the fact, hey, it's olive oil and how can we live without it? We
Right.
bathe in it, we do whatever. But is that when you add fat, fat actually helps you absorb some of the nutrients that are in the fruits and vegetables that you wouldn't get otherwise. So please don't just have things fat-free
Yeah,
all the time.
don't be afraid of the fat.
It really makes you feel satisfied, brings that wonderful mouthfeel.
And again, you can put this on a bed of greens. It's gorgeous. It's easy. We're done. The other thing too is you may not think about this, but the citrus actually acts as the acid. So when we make vinaigrette, that's an acid and oil together, right? Your vinegar, your oil. In this case, it's citrus. We often make a lemon vinaigrette for this reason. It's easy peasy, done. Lots of nutrients, healthy, fiber, immunity building. Beautiful salad.
And let me just ask one thing, we can throw a curveball here to take that salad. What if we added a little bit of pistachio on it? Now, one of the things about nuts is, people might look and say, oh, this is the serving size. No, this is not. The serving size for nuts is actually about the size of the clementine. So it's small. It's about 1/4 cup, not the bag. But you say, oh my God, I'll starve to death because this is like eating a postage stamp, right? So instead of that, what if we said, I'm going to take a little bit of the pistachios, this beautiful flavor, and onto the salad they go. So you get the crunch, you're getting the benefit of the nut without overdoing. See,
Right.
This is the way. We have all the joy without the oi in the holiday season.
All the joy
there we go.
without the oil. Now, Leslie's got a bunch of different pistachio flavors here too. So do you want to tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, and then one of the things about pistachios is you can have them as they are in the shell, right? And you've got to work a little harder when you do that. But there's also varieties here. So we have sea salt, we have like a plain, we have a barbecue, we have a honey roasted, and a chili. So if you want to bring a little zip, that's
zingy.
also what makes it flavorful. A little
Yeah.
zing, a little
Zingy.
zing, right?
So the next thing we're going to do is make some charcuterie. So actually, when we think about that word, what we're really sort of getting to is meat and cheese. And the thing about meat and cheese is that we are actually going to be making more of a vegetable and fruit friendly version for you. So we're going to do a meat-free board today, and that's going to really work for us in terms of our nutrition, in terms of our health. Certainly New York Times just came out with an article saying that lunch meat basically kills us. I got really sad about it. I'm not saying that it makes me want to eat less prosciutto, but for today,
But it's like options to have produce. And
That's
as
right.
much as people would say, oh, I'll just eat an apple. Here's the reality, folks. Nobody is doing this because it's so mundane. I
Right.
want to just eat an apple. But if that apple is gorgeous with the berries and with the pomegranate and everything else on that board, then all of a sudden it's what you grab.
Right on.
What we serve people is what they eat.
So
let's talk about these gorgeous
Okay, so
things.
here we've got lots of fruit options. We've got, I wanted to show you a couple of distinctions in apples. This apple is organic. It's got a little bit of clay on it to keep the pests away. This is a shiny, commercially sold
Conventional apple.
one.
Yes.
But this one comes from the farm in Sarver. This one comes from the grocery store. They're both totally excellent. We're also going to work a little bit with some berries. Lots of antioxidant properties here, really good for you. And we're also going to talk about like what's the value of grilling or cooking fruit. It's beautiful, it's tasty, brings out the sugars, right? Natural sugars. So we're going to just start.
And we also have pomegranate,
Yep.
which, this is the time of the year. You're not eating pomegranate in July or August. This is where the benefit is. We talk about pomegranate with the resveratrol in it, with some of the other polyphenols in it, the plant nutrients that really take it to the next level. Anti-inflammatory, help to support heart health. At this time of the year, listen, whatever it is we can do to make our hearts healthy, we want to do.
We're going to do it.
Right?
That's
There you
right.
go.
The other thing we want to bring up are some cheeses. So here in this case, you know, lots of times you go to somebody's house or you go to a restaurant, and this is the way that cheese is given you, these big chunky, like who wants to put this in their mouth? No one. So it's too chunky.
I do.
And
But-
she
but-
does, but
but-
it's like bad for you, right? So one of the things that I like to do is actually just make it smaller. So we're gonna make our cheese a little smaller as an opportunity for portion control. And we're also gonna talk a bit about sort of this board in itself. So we mentioned charcuterie boards. Here's a decorative board. It's not huge, right? And so the other concept is, while we generally tend to like pile on the things and make it super colorful and awesome and bountiful, whatever your board is whatever your guests are gonna eat. So if you wanna control your portion, control your portion. Here we are by taking this smoked Gouda and making it just a little smaller, right?
And it still looks gorgeous, and you're having just a little taste. We're all about the little taste. That's what a board is supposed to be. It's not putting a big hunk of anything into your mouth, just a little bit at a time, and you can do this beautiful pairing, right? So I could do a blackberry with a little piece of cheese, and it's absolutely delicious.
We also have some fig orange jam. Awesome. No one hates this. Put this right on your board with a knife. Suddenly people have got some delicious fiber goodness. Leslie here has some goat cheese from Goat Rodeo, which is local. So it's always nice to support local dairy. Goat Rodeo, awesome cheese. This is a chèvre that they make. And you can roll this chèvre like we were talking about these pistachios. Here's a way that you can get some pistachio fiber goodness into your life without shoving the whole bag, like Leslie said, right in your face, right? So
Not that any of us have ever done that.
I've never
before.
done that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
but,
saying.
you know, it's nice to have the option. So then you get the crunch and
Yep.
the creamy together, and it is absolutely
And you could
delicious.
just throw some, you know, whole wheat crackers on this board if you have them, or even just vegetables. Carrots always are a great vehicle for delivering something like this. And we're gonna take this whole, you can put herbs in here if you wanted. Like right now I'm gonna take some of this fennel and just bring some greenery into this. And so I'm essentially making like what happened back in the day, like our own version of a cheese ball, right? So this isn't like some port wine cheddar garbage. This is like nice, heart healthy
Gorgeous.
pistachios.
Yes. We've got the crunch, and we have a little greenery. And the other thing, we put a little bit of pomegranate on the outside too, and then it's very holiday looking. So it's all about the eye appeal all the time.
So we're making
Oh,
our own little killer looking cheese ball that no one hates, right?
everybody, yes, everybody. And
And
again,
there you go.
yeah, now hopefully you don't have the guest that says, "Oh, there's my serving," because then you just smack them. That's not the way that it works. But just this little bit. Look already at these gorgeous colors that
Yeah.
are here. And some of my favorite things. I love pickles and olives. It's like, make me a happy girl. You
Yeah.
know, it's like brine fine. So, you know, if we look at adding these in, and again, you've got like a little salty
Yep.
flavor to
Color.
contrast with some of the sweet. So,
Yep.
shall I
Put them
add?
wherever you want. Yeah,
Can I
add.
just put them here?
Yeah,
Or
you can
on?
put them wherever you want.
All right.
And we're gonna snag some, we said we were gonna throw some pomegranate in there, just kind of throw it all over. Right. Like that pomegranate.
The errant pomegranate.
And
Oh,
so-
how about apple? Are we gonna put some apple
Yep,
on there?
I'm gonna put some apple on there. Apple's great with this like harder cheese. It's a really good pairing. You could even layer them, apple and Gouda or apple and cheddar together.
You know, here's an idea to just think about this, is what if you did kind of like an apple s'more, where you took a slice of apple, a little bit of the jam, and then put a little goat cheese on the top.
Yum.
Okay,
An apple
just saying.
s'more?
What do I know?
Should we
Just
do
saying,
it?
Giving her some idea.
Let's do it now.
Okay, let's do it. And if it's
Okay,
not
so we
good,
want-
I'm not
are
taking
you
the
gonna
blame.
tell me?
Just saying, not taking the blame.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and give, Leslie's gonna make us apple s'more.
Okay. Full spoon.
Go, boo. That one. And so again, this is a apple cheddar moment, apple Gouda moment. And again, color, right? So you've got your complementary red-green, you've got your blackberries, your blueberries, and you can keep building your tray and make it as abundant or sparse as you wish.
And it's like yum. And then, you know, you really don't need to have the cracker per se because the apple is working beautifully just to give you that little bit of wonderful juicy and crunchy and creamy and sweet. We got it all going on.
I'm gonna make one.
We got it
I'm
all
making
going on
one.
right there. It's like, okay.
I'm gonna make my own now. You're inspiring me. I'm gonna make it with this.
Okay.
So,
Love this idea. It's all about flavorful combinations and you get nutrient amplification and you don't feel deprived at all. Look how stunning that is. Nobody is going to walk away saying, ugh, I missed out on something. There's no FOMO here. You are getting all of this gorgeousness, getting in more produce at this time of the year. Delicious.
this is really good.
Yum.
The pistachio, awesome. So, you can do this too at home. And we also want to mention, at Sprezzatura, we make boards like this all the time. So, at the holidays, our Christmas menu is already online. If you need a fruit and nut and cheese board, we make boards like this. We also make meat and savory boards. So, you know, you can let us know how we can help you, or you can make your own. Like this wood piece I got at some store. You know, you can go buy yourself a nice board. You can even do this on a platter, whatever you want. But really, all of these things are available to you at the grocery store, at your grocery store, and you can go get them. We recommend that you buy organic produce as much as you can and that you support local, because that keeps your money, your energy in Pennsylvania, supporting local people like us. That's always great. And so here you've got this. Let's just take another look at that, John, while we're...
So we have this gorgeous grilled pineapple. We've got our fruits here. We have our vegetables here. We have some protein, but it's not a lot. There is the cheese ball. There is the cheese itself. And so truly, is this that gift of health? Yes, with things that you have on your refrigerator shelf, it's there without the guilt. And let me just add this, Jen, because this is just something I think comes up all the time. And I have people that say this to me is, oh, I have my favorite holiday recipes. So what I want to do is modify them. Is no, you don't. You don't want to do that because you're not going to enjoy it. And why would you want to? If the recipe calls for butter, why are you using non-fat cream cheese?
Right,
Because you
use
might as well
butter.
eat an eraser. It's that enjoyable. So it's like, what? Why would you do that? But if you think about that, what if you did, I mean, like a board, you might have a little bit of a dessert with
Right.
all these other things here. It just doesn't have to be the cookie table pile to the ceiling.
That's right. And so just again, portion control, variety,
Purpose, presence, flavor, craveable.
fiber.
Sit down, eat it, enjoy it, and be well.
So here we're going to be enjoying this now. We're going to sit down and enjoy this together, and we'll see you in January. Let us know your feedback. We're here to talk about the things that matter to you. So in January we'll be back and talking about
Root camp, I believe. We're going to have root camp and all the things that you can do with those vegetables that you don't even know what they are.
Right.
But you better not pout. You better watch Odd because we are watching what it is that you are doing. Everybody, thank you very, very much.
follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Sprezzatura PGH.
And active eating advice.